Let's talk about that feeling. Being stuck in a debt cycle, you just can't seem to escape. It's really weighing you down. So today we're diving deep into this amazing personal account we received, how one person actually paid off, get this, $10,000 in debt in just 1 year.
Right. And the really fascinating thing here, looking at the story, isn't just that they did it, but how, the strategy they built. So our mission really in this deep dive is to pull out those practical steps, the mindset shifts, the sheer grit that made it happen, and hopefully show what you can learn from it for your own finances.
Definitely. Let's set the scene first, the starting point, because it makes the challenge feel very real. They were facing exactly $10,000. It was $6,500 in credit card debt, plus another $3,500 in student loans. And the feeling they described, just totally overwhelmed, stuck. I think a lot of us can relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it begs the question, like, how do you even start chipping away at something that feels that big? Their approach, based on the account, was this really clear 3-step game plan, super focused. First, create a realistic budget. Second, find ways to increase income. And third, just cut expenses.
Yeah.
Like ruthlessly. It wasn't just a list, it was their actual roadmap out. Okay, step one, that budget. And every dollar budget, they called it. Sounds intense. How did that work in practice? What were the numbers? It was disciplined. So their take-home pay was $3,000 a month. They looked at where the money was going and made some specific cuts. Like groceries went from $400 down to $300, gas and transport from $200 to $150. And the big one, maybe fun money, slashed from $300 way down to $100.
Wow.
Yeah. And just doing that freed up an extra $300 a month. Boom, straight towards the debt. The key, they said, was tracking everything, like literally everything on a simple spreadsheet, even that morning coffee. No money just vanishing. Okay, tracking everything. Got it. So that's locking down the spending. What about step two? Boosting income. Right, that was the other side of the coin. The goal was ambitious.
Right.
Bring in an extra $400 to $500 each month. And they did it with side hustles. They got into freelance writing, doing maybe 2 or 3 articles a week, plus weekend food delivery.
Huh?
Just grinded it out.
Okay.
And it worked. They averaged about $450 extra a month. And crucially, every single cent of that went straight onto the debt. Direct hit.
It makes sense. Attack it from both sides. So budget tight, income boosted, then step 3.
Yeah.
Ruthless expense cutting.
Mm.
They mentioned a no spend month being a game changer. What was that about?
The no spend month. Yeah, that sounds like it was pivotal. Basically, for 30 days, 0 non-essential spending. Think about it. Canceling cable, ditching 3 streaming services they hardly watched anyway, making coffee at home instead of buying it. That alone saved over $60 a month, apparently.
$60 just from coffee.
Right. And if they genuinely needed something, the rule was thrift shopping first. It wasn't really about feeling deprived. It was more about becoming super intentional, like retraining those spending muscles for good.
It sounds like a really intense year, though. Surely there were challenges. Burnout? Missing out on things?
Oh, absolutely. They were really honest about that in their account, which is helpful.
Yeah.
They talked about FOMO, fear of missing out when friends were going out and they had to say no. And yeah, burnout was real. Juggling the full-time job plus the side hustles, that's tough.
So how did they stay motivated? What kept them going?
That's the crucial part. They had really powerful motivators. First, a crystal clear why. Financial freedom, just imagining that feeling. Then visual motivation. They used a bar chart, like physically coloring it in as the debt went down. Simple, but effective.
I like that. Visual progress.
Exactly. And they built in small milestone rewards, like for every $2,000 paid off, they'd do something free but enjoyable, a hike or a movie night at home. And they also mentioned finding a lot of support online in the hashtag debt-free community. Sharing the journey helped.
Right. That community aspect can make a huge difference. So let's wrap this up. The end result, as they shared, $10,000 gone in 12 months. That feeling of relief and freedom, they said, was just priceless.
Absolutely priceless. So for you listening, what can we pull from this? I think the key takeaways are pretty clear. 1, start now. Don't wait. 2, make a plan. Get that budget sorted. 3, be patient. Be persistent. It takes time. And maybe most importantly, find your why. What's going to keep you fired up? Because honestly,
yeah,
you absolutely can do this.
Such a powerful story. It really makes you think. Okay, here's something for you to consider this week. What's one small, concrete step you could take right now to start or maybe speed up your own journey to being debt-free?